Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 364. If you're writing a book or thinking about it or trying to finish your book or trying to let more people know about your book, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known as Christine Inc. I-N-K, like that stuff you write with, especially if you're looking for me on social media. Look for Christine Inc. Every day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that 3 things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one. Those 3 things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Write what should not be forgotten. Isabel Allende. All right, well, today's episode is a surprising pivot from my usual messages about nose to the grindstone, get your book done productivity. Let's just call it embracing procrastination, or as I called it in a recent social media graphic, writing prompts for a quarantine. So here's my thinking, and this is also kind of related to my Writer Wednesday email this week. If you don't get my Writer Wednesday emails, you can go to my website, christine-ink.com, and you can just shoot me an email. I can add you to the list. You'll see. So anyway, sometimes, as I pointed out in the email, the more unstructured time we have on our hands, the easier it is to waste that time. So for today, and today only, I figure I'd offer up some writing ideas that presumably have nothing to do with your work in progress, your book. The idea is, if you're going to be avoiding your book anyway, through procrastination, at least you'll be keeping your creative juices flowing and your writing muscles conditioned. So this kind of offers a creative pathway back to your book, better than just avoiding it completely. Because remember, creative muscles need regular conditioning, just like all those exercise muscles. All right, so I have come up with some writing ideas for you, sorted by genre and type of writing project. And your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to, at the very least, write a premise or even some semblance of a story idea about however many of these you like, or at most, an entire short story. And I'd love for you to share your work, share what you come up with in my Inc. Authors group, I-N-K, of course, Inc. Authors on Facebook. Or if you're shy, just drop by and let me know that you had so much fun with this assignment, even though you don't want to post what you wrote. So here we go, writing prompts for a quarantine. So for romance authors, if you're looking to write a romance story, perhaps a viral love affair, get it? Maybe something like the movie Contagion meets The Notebook, or a Michael Crichton novel crossed with Emily Bronte, or who knows what kind of fireworks will happen when star-crossed soulmates somehow find themselves in quarantine together. Or maybe they find themselves separated by quarantine with their love affair playing out via WhatsApp. So that's a romance idea for you. For screenwriters, here's an idea for you. How about a pandemic of comedy? Maybe a sitcom that takes place entirely during a pandemic, like Friends, but they never leave the apartment. Okay, that kind of was Friends, but they don't ever go to the coffee shop because it's closed. Here's another one for memoir authors. Maybe this is the chapter of what's happening in the world now. Maybe this is the chapter in your memoir where you learn something valuable about yourself that somehow connects with other parts of your life story. So what have you learned or even just thought about during the stillness, the silence that we've all been living in this past month or so? Tell that story. Tell it for yourself, for the rest of us, and for future generations. It's amazing the things that you can hear in silence. And finally, for business authors, how about a story about how to virus-proof your business for future world-changing events? And if not an entire book, maybe just a small ebook, or even just a blog post. What are we all learning now in business that other business owners and entrepreneurs can benefit from, especially in the future? Especially, I'm thinking, it just occurred to me, like college students, people that are just entering the workforce, and maybe they do want to become entrepreneurs for this reason. What kind of lessons would you like to share with them for, if this happens in their lifetime? What kind of changes do people need to make in the future to their business to future-proof it? And the list goes on. Obviously, we could kind of apply current events to most genres. Don't get me started, or else this will be a 15-minute long episode. So those were just some examples, hopefully some fun procrastination-themed, virus-themed writing assignments for you. And I can't wait to hear what you guys come up with. So please, again, drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook. And if you think of other kind of viral stories in other genres, I would love to hear your ideas. So tell me about adventures and, well, I guess horror is really close. But, tell me about all the different ideas you come up with. Can't wait to hear about them. Inc. Authors on Facebook. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And if you know someone else who is thinking about writing a book, please let them know about this show so I can provide some inspiration and knowledge and all the things that we do here for them. You can just send them to yourdailywritinghabit.com. Until tomorrow, happy writing.